I'm going to show you how to quickly and securely add data sources to business applications composed with our no-code platform Intelastel. So I've logged into Intelastel and chosen the vacancy request form application you may recognize from our tutorials. First, I'm going to go to the page for the entity that I want to import the records into. This one's going to be the hiring manager's entity, and you can see at the moment it's empty. Now, this is the data source that I want to import data from. As you can see, it's a Google Sheet with name, job title of hiring managers. So to start the integration, first thing I do is I go to the APIs and integrations link. In the user menu, you get to there by clicking on your name and clicking on APIs and integrations. This takes you to Integromat. So we partner with Integromat to enable the powerful and secure addition of external data sources. If you don't have a login, just create a login. If you have, then it should take you straight there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new scenario. I'm going to skip this stage, and as our data is in a Google Sheet, I am going to search for Google Sheet here. We find it. Now the functionality I need is to get range values, so this gets a range content. So to configure this, I've already configured my connection to Google. I'm going to pick the spreadsheet, which is the Acme Hiring Managers one. I'm going to pick the sheet, which is sheet 1, and the range, just to check back, is from columns A to D. So I put in columns A to D, and I'm going to check the table contains headers. Now, to check that this works correctly, I'm going to press run once, and let's see what happens. So click here. Now you can see here that we have an output which has names, the data from our sheet. Now you'll also see that it's output the headers, so we can see here that that filter headers isn't quite working as expected, so we'll deal with that in a minute. What I'm now going to do is add an Intellistel module. Intellistel, so here we go. Now what I want to do is create values in the entity, so we're going to pick the create entity value module. Now you'll see it's created the connection automatically. I've already set up my connection to Intellistel. I'm going to pick the vacancy request form application and choose the right entity, which is hiring managers. Now what I need to do is map the data to the fields in the entity. Now, because I've already run the Google Sheets module, you can see how the data has been mapped across. So it's relatively straightforward just to pick name, job title, email address, and phone number, and I press OK to save. So that's all set up. Now, if you remember, we need to filter out the headers. So just select the label. So go filter out header. And all I'm going to say is the bundle order position is greater than 1. And what that means is here the first bundle is the header information, second bundle is then the records that we want. So by saying bundle is greater than 1, it'll only filter or allow through the filter bundle 2, 3, 4, and 5, which is what we want. So that's ready to go. I'm going to save that, and then I'm going to run, and let's see what happens. So it should run until all records are done. So 4 records are done. Now to go back to Intellistel and see whether the records are there. So I'm going to select hiring managers again. And there you go. Your data is ready to use, and your application kind of ready to use or further composition as you need to. So through our partnership with Integromat, there are hundreds of applications and external data sources that you can simply and securely integrate with, enabling you to compose powerful applications that are right for your business.